Have you ever felt like time is slipping through your fingers, like a moment stretches endlessly while another vanishes in an instant? What if I told you there are places on Earth where time doesn't play by the rules? Places where the past, present and future seem to blur together, defying everything we think we know. Let's start with one of the most infamous locations on the planet, the Bermuda Triangle. Pilots and sailors have reported bizarre time distortions for decades. Some claim to have flown through strange clouds, only to emerge hundreds of miles away in mere minutes, far faster than any aircraft should be able to travel. Instruments go haywire, compasses spin wildly, and for those who make it out, their watches sometimes show a different time than the rest of the world. What's happening here? A portal, a natural time rift, or something even stranger? But you don't need to be at sea to experience a time slip. Imagine walking through a familiar city street and in the blink of an eye, everything around you changes. That's exactly what happened in Liverpool, England. People have reported stepping into a modern shopping district only to find themselves surrounded by old-fashioned storefronts, vintage cars, and people dressed like it's the 1950s. No sound, no warning, just a sudden shift, as if reality itself flickered like a glitch in a video game. And then just as suddenly, they're back in the present. Was it a hallucination, a ghostly imprint of the past, or did they, even for just a moment, slip through time? But Earth isn't the only place where time gets weird. If you want to see time slow down or even stop completely, you'd have to travel to the depths of space. Black holes. These cosmic monsters have such intense gravity that they warp time itself. Imagine watching a friend fall towards one. To you, they'd appear to slow down, moving in slow motion, never quite crossing the event horizon. But to them, time would feel completely normal. The closer they get, the slower time moves, until, from our perspective, they seem frozen forever. What does that mean for time itself? Is it truly linear, or is it just another force waiting to be bent, stretched and broken? And then there's the Montpellier Jourdain incident. Two women visiting the Palace of Versailles in 1901 claimed they saw something impossible. Marie Antoinette herself, sitting in the gardens sketching. They described seeing people in 18th century clothing walking the palace grounds as if they had stepped back in time. At first, they dismissed it as a historical reenactment, until they realized that no such event had been scheduled that day. Decades later, researchers uncovered eerie similarities between their descriptions and actual historical accounts. Did they witness a ghostly replay of history, or did they step through a ripple in time? And that brings us to the biggest question of all. What if time isn't what we think it is? What if, right now, we're living in a time anomaly without even realizing it? Scientists have long debated the true nature of time. Is it linear, a loop, an illusion created by our brains? Some theories even suggest that time can speed up and slow down, depending on where you are in the universe, or even in your own mind. So what do you think? Are these places glitches in our reality, scientific phenomena we just don't understand yet? Or proof that time is far more flexible than we ever imagined? One thing's for sure, the more we learn about time, the stranger it becomes, and maybe, just maybe, we're only scratching the surface.